come get this toddler. Why they ass a bitch, we start them out for free, they talk about shit. Come through that bitch trippin', hop out, chase some Willie, swing that switch. 762 jumping out this world, this bitch break down your brick. And you know we come tell out they whole hood, FM no cap on shit. Me and BK out of town, big LG truck, got white hoes showing us boobies.
Hello guys, welcome back to another video, man. It's your boy PRizaXX, video, man. And today we're reacting to the Real Forgotten Record Originals made by PRizaXX. I think it's another X, but before we get into this video, man, make sure you subscribe, notification on, title anyone we mad it, and let's get into this video.
Okay, I know you read the title and you're thinking I'm gonna talk about soccer or paddleball because no one plays them, so therefore they're forgotten or lost. Well, I'm here to tell you, you're wrong. Dead wrong.
I wasn't
Yeah, there are other
hey, wait, it's only 12 seconds in the video. Calm down, buddy. Alright, I'm done.
Arkham originals that are truly forgotten. These rooms have been totally lost across the room. Gotta hate that name. And it literally replaced the rec center door.
Yeah.
I digress.
Yeah, like what is that? Hold on, go back. Wait, oh my god.
I digress. These rooms have
forget it.
been totally lost in the millions and millions of rooms that the Roomiverse consists of. Gone and likely never to be played again.
Yeah.
Well, today we're gonna rip these rooms out of their peaceful eternal rest and check them out.
Alright. The Lost Record Originals. Oh yeah, those. Yeah, no one really plays those. You're
Up
right.
first is actually 3 different Rec Room originals. Dodgeball VR, Paintball VR, and the much lesser known Rec Royale VR. These rooms can no longer be found easily. They're no longer on the play tab and you actually can't search them up anymore. The only way to join this room is through Coach's portfolio or putting the name in a door. Because of their banishment from the play tab, these rooms are very difficult to find, so I think these qualify as lost Rec Room originals. But I want to focus on just Rec Royale VR for a second. Rec Royale VR is just a teeny bit more lost than Paint or Dodgeball, and has some interesting and peculiar circumstances. For starters, Rec Royale VR, after the UI update, was not included in the play tab unlike Paint and Dodgeball VR. Second, Rec Royale VR has a totally different picture. Rather than the picture of the lookout, it instead uses an extremely stretched out and blurry picture of the original launch poster. The room also only supports squads and has the same description as Rec Royale squads. RecNet actually says that mobile and VR are supported, but upon further research, that is, not true. If you don't know, in Dodgeball and Paintball VR, you can only teleport. That was why it was given the VR title in the first place. It separated screen players who could walk and teleporting VR players. But in Rec Royale,
yeah, but no one wants to teleport in VR. No one does. I don't. I mean, some of you guys may like it, but that's y'all. Cause like, no,
Royale VR, you can walk and you can teleport.
Right.
It's seemingly an unchanged version of Rec Royale in a different room, which is pretty interesting.
It is, but it's not really, you know. Oh, I remember this. Old loading screen. Yeah. This. I remember the loading screen, bro. Memories. Legit memories. And then they changed it.
I feel old with this one, dude. Before the current loading screen in Rec Room, where you stand on a small circle of grass and have a login screen in front of you, we had this. Okay, I know it looks bland, and it is, but it's just so nostalgic for me.
For real! Like, look at it. Like, look at it. Like, dude. Like, imagine waking up and then just seeing this old UI again, bro. I miss the old UI, bro. I miss it. Cause look at it. Oh, man.
Bland. And it is, but it's just so nostalgic for me. You faded into a vacant space with a wooden floor, a big old Rec Room logo, a spotlight at an angle facing towards you, and the forbidden one in the shadows. After listening to a few seconds of Rec Room music, a list of your accounts would pop up, you clicked your account, and you're in. Now, why does any of this matter? Well, you can actually still visit this loading screen. I actually didn't even realize it was a room, but it is. Introducing
How do you not know that?
registration. Yup. This is it. Okay, yeah, there's nothing to do in this room. Similarly to Rec Royale VR, you just have to slap registration onto a door. The room is unchanged besides missing the Rec Room logo, and of course it isn't functional. While it is cool,
Yeah.
it's also really lonely and extremely eerie. You can actually just keep walking into the void forever and ever and ever until you start falling. So instead, you're falling into the void. I literally can't even hold the camera right. This one fascinates me a whole lot because it is technically a private room, but we all have access to it and of course are not credited as a co-owner.
And another thing is, like, this used to be just a public thing. And yeah, now it's not. This thing would have like 1 billion visits, dude. Just 1 billion. That would be the only room that will have 1 billion if they didn't reset the stuff, you know?
Our moderator, meaning we kind of shouldn't have access, which
But
doesn't
we
really
just
make
do.
any sense, but Rec Room, please don't remove this. It's such a cool Easter egg. Although I know a lot of people know
it's
about
just
this one,
really
I
good
still
for
consider it
openers
slightly more
like
lost
me.
than Rec Royale VR, as this room is essentially private. It is actually the only room in the entirety of Rec Room that can't be found in a player's portfolio.
Yeah.
The only way to access this room is through the door, and you cannot share a link to the room either.
Which sucks. Shield and locker room. Alright, you had to be like an older player to know what shield, soccer, and locker room is. Now the reason why behind that is because for this reason. It was like 2016, 2017-ish. Around those 2 times. I wasn't old. I didn't play Rec Room at that time. But I just know it from watching these old Rec Room story videos, whatever. But you know,
Okay, so these two I have less to say about because you actually can't visit them in a modern version of Rec Room. But they're still
Yeah.
pretty interesting. I also just realized that I've been holding this backwards the whole time.
Dummy.
Anyway, for those who don't know, before we had soccer, we had Shield Soccer, and before the Rec Center, why am I saying we? I wasn't around for this. Before soccer, there was Shield Soccer, and before the Rec Center, there was the locker room. Shield Soccer
Yeah.
is pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It was the current soccer RRO, but with shields. I couldn't find anything confirming this, but I assume it was created with shields originally to prevent having to add collisions to hands to hit the ball. Rec Room soon went back on this, hypothetically, and added hand collisions and just changed the thing to soccer. Now the locker room served the exact
Which
same
sucks,
purpose as the Rec
kinda.
Center, and low-key had more to do in it. It was called the locker room to go on with Rec Room's original
yeah, I feel like the locker room was way better. Well, I mean, I've never been, but the way it looks like it's just way better than the Rec Center right now. Like, it's a bigger map. It looks more room. There's mirrors everywhere. It looks like a lot of stuff you can do in this room, you know? It's sad to see them just change it, because it's so good. I hope they change another Rec Center. I hope they change it sometime.
and now kind of loose college theme. The name was changed to the Rec Center when they started updating it to be less of a locker room, and they thought it was more fitting. The update was even titled that. Now, here's what's interesting. You'd probably think that the rooms were just renamed to their modern day counterpart, but you might actually be wrong. When putting either of the names into a door, it says that the room is private, and when inserting them into the back of a RecNet room URL, it gives you a 404 page. So this is possible proof that Rec Room might have created entirely different rooms for the Rec Center and Shield Soccer, and they were just clones with different names. Okay, I acknowledge the
Probably.
shakiness of this claim, and it's just as likely that they renamed the rooms and took the old names before anyone else could snag them, or a player has it with a private room, but maybe they're entirely
Probably.
different, now private
Probably.
rooms,
That's
meaning
most
they're
likely.
also lost.
Yep, what's next? Wait, hold on, what? Impromptu URLs. I have no idea what those are, but I probably will figure it out. I probably already know. I don't know. I don't know what he means by that, but we'll see.
I'll admit it, we're stretching the definition of Rec Room Originals with this one, but trust. These rooms
Alright.
are not technically Rec Room Originals, but I'm counting them on this
Oh,
list
okay.
because they're both played in Rec Room Original templates. These impromptu Rec Room Originals are Death Race and Paintbow. The wiki also includes dice and cards, but those are lame as hell, so I'm not talking about them. Death Race
Right.
was the old Rec Room equivalent of a death run, but a bit more complex. Here's how to play. First of all, you gotta go to the Quarry paintball map. Then you have to choose blue and red team as the gunners and the runners. Next, the runners get in position for each of the handoffs, one at midfield and one at the opposing team's base, and the runner running leg 1 waits at their base for the race to begin. The race is started by the gunners throwing a grenade into the middle of the field, and when it goes off,
Oh, Death Run? Dude! A Death Run in Rec Room would be the best thing. No. Alright, listen for a second, y'all. Think about this. Imagine, hold on, get closer. Now imagine this, right? A death run in Rec Room. Now, if you don't know what it is, it's basically like you're the runner and the other person is basically the guy that's trying to or girl that's trying to kill you. So basically, you gotta run from all the traps. Basically, what that is. There's also different ways this can be played, but that's like one of the ones that I know, cause someone who plays a lot of TF2. Yeah, I played Team Fortress 2. I usually play Death Runs. I haven't played TF2 in a minute though, so that's why I know Death Runs. Also because of Roblox, but back to the video now. Please, Rec Room, add Death Runs, please. I would gladly play it every single day. I love Death Runs.
You go.
Literally.
The gunners shouted
I
the
have
runners
addiction,
as they
guys.
ran to different checkpoints across the map to tag somebody so they could start running. The first
Oh my
runners to reach
God.
the
My
end with
bad,
a grenade
guys.
and blow it up wins. And I'm sorry, but this one kinda cracks me up a bit. Because
What?
this was played back when there was only teleport, and everyone was just
Oh, teleport. Oh, that's bad. Oh my. I'm sorry, but like, with teleport? Oh, okay, so it's not really a death run, it was a death teleport. That was going on there.
teleporting to run. Like, I would get so pissed when I got shot. Instead of running, they were all just scooting around. Oh my god. Death Race was played entirely in the Rec Room version of Paintball, just with custom rules. Unlike the next one. Paintball.
Alright.
Paintball is literally
I'm sorry, what? You say paint bow? What is that?
exactly what it sounds like. Paintball, but with bows. Where this one
With
gets a bit
bows?
funky is that it's a custom room. Yeah, I know, but it's a copy of Paintball,
But with
so I'm still
bows?
counting it. It was made pretty easily just with a few chips and bows. I actually was able to find the original room by Clayor, this guy.
Oh, Kaleo man. I think that's how you say it.
But because of circuit updates, it no longer works. It wasn't overly complicated to make back then, so it must be a cakewalk with today's tools. So, did you know any of these? Oh, don't ask. I'm currently
Where are you?
on trial for murder of the first
Agree? What?
degree. Twice. Not to toot my own
Twice is
horn, but
crazy.
I think you didn't know at least one of these before watching. Speaking of what,
Alright. I kinda knew everything except for the little death run stuff. I didn't really explore that. That was the only stuff I didn't know about. But everything else, I completely knew about. And then he's asking to become a member today. Listen, guys, this is... Do you guys want to be a member of my channel? Oh, wait, you can't because I'm not monetized. Because you did not subscribe. That's why you should subscribe now. But what are you doing? Like, go subscribe. What are you doing with your life? There's a red button. Click it. Help me. I'm helping you by absolutely nothing. So, it's a win-win, I think. No? Alright. Okay, I don't think you know that's not ideal, so get closer. If you don't subscribe in the next 5 seconds, I'm gonna absolutely do nothing because I can't do nothing about it. And also, you're on a different screen, different area, and I'm not coming over there just to tell you to subscribe. So please subscribe on your own. And make sure to subscribe, notifications on, subscribe while you're at it, and Styles, put me in a video.